Hi there and welcome. This is part 2 of the Ideal program from Mike Mentzer, but with a personal twist. I start this workout with the pec deck, and the pec deck is a perfect exercise if you want to isolate the chest muscles. This exercise is also great for peak contractions and static holds. To start this exercise, you have to sit comfortably with your back against the pad, and when you grab a hold of the handles, you don't want to have too much stress on your shoulders. From this position, you start slowly moving. I always start every repetition from a dead stop, so without bouncing I start moving the weight again. And at the top position I always try to squeeze my muscles a little bit more. When I do my repetition, as soon as I am already for a few inches into the movement, I try to put a little bit more power in the repetition so it speeds up a little bit. You don't want to go too far that the weight flies up, but just keep the muscles under tension. As soon as I fail on the last repetition, you see me here struggling to get them fully in just a few inches. It's not going to work. I have two options. Or I try another repetition, or like here, I try to hold it together as long as possible, squeeze it at the top, and then slowly under control let it go. Here you see me taking a breather, about 10 seconds to get the blood flowing again, get the oxygen back in there, and then I try another repetition. Again without explosive movement, but with full power. After 1 or 2 rest pause repetitions like this, I'm going to rush to the next exercise, and this is going to be the chest press. So while the chest muscles are pretty tired, I'm going to even exhaust them more with help of my triceps. When I do a pre-exhaust like this, I'm going to use a weight that I can do about 1 to 3 repetitions. These repetitions are not really under slow cadence. It's just try to go as fast as possible, but without being explosive. I do this by start to move the weight for about 1 or 2 seconds, and then after that I'm going to try to push harder and harder. When you fail on a repetition, you have again 2 options. Or you stop and go to the next exercise, or take a breather for about 10 seconds, maybe lower the weight even and do another repetition. But this is just how you feel at that moment. So after a few minutes of rest, I'm going to go to the next exercise, and that's the pullover. The cable pullover is not only great for training and isolate your lats, but also a great way to build your abs. With this exercise you want to have a good stretch on the top and a very hard contraction on the bottom. Every time I pull the weight to my waist, I'm going to squeeze my lats, and when I'm back in the top position, I want to feel this stretch in my lats. With this exercise you train your back and you don't use your biceps. That's why it's so great to use it as a pre-exhaust. So after this exercise I'm going to go immediately to the pull down. And I keep my hands like this, that my biceps are in the strongest position to go even further to exhaust my back muscles. Again, also with this exercise, with the pull down, I'm doing about between 1 and 3 repetitions. Of course, if I can do 4, I do 4. The weight that I'm using for this is the weight that I normally do when I want to do about 8 or 9 repetitions. This is also a great exercise to finish off with the static holds. Whenever you do a static hold, don't forget to breathe. Just keep breathing in and out. As soon as you feel that you're getting more and more tired with an exercise, get breathing faster. Don't hold your breath. Don't continue by breathing slow, but breathing faster. This will help you. So the last upper body exercise from this program is going to be the deadlift. The deadlift is an exercise that you have to learn to love, and there's quite a bit of technique. And this is also one of the few exercises that I build up with my weight towards my heaviest weight. Normally I do 2 extra sets just to build it up. And as you see here with this exercise, I'm not going to failure, and that's just because this is the first time I do it, and I build up my weights and I build up my intensity over the couple of weeks. This is actually what I do most of the time when I incorporate a new exercise. I'm building it up slowly, and I don't go fully to failure on the first few exercises or first few times that I do it. The last exercise is going to be the leg press, and this is going to be optional. because I trained my legs already on the other workout. This is really going by feel. As long as I keep getting stronger, then I keep doing this exercise. And as soon as I feel that it's stalling a bit, then I'm cutting it out once in a while